Yo, what's up guys? I'm back with another stable shot. What's up? I've been sick, I've been busy, but I never stopped watching films. So I have a list because I actually couldn't remember them all. I wrote a list of the films I saw, and I'm gonna tell you a little about each one of them. Just what I remember, my feelings from them, right? So we'll see how this will go. Hello, how are you? So I managed to watch El Topo, which is a follow-up to my Jodorowsky sessions after I saw the documentary about his Dune that never got made. I also saw The Holy Mountain, which was 100 times above El Topo, for me at least. It was a very difficult film to watch at some parts, but I really enjoyed being challenged like that. It was a little uncomfortable. There's a scene in it where a person is being covered with spiders, and me being scared of spiders, it had an emotional impact on me, obviously. I also watched a film called Christopher Robin, which was a very fun film. Afterwards, I read Winnie the Pooh. Did it change my life? No, I already shared a very similar philosophy to life as in the film. Let's see what else. I watched Alien. It wasn't the first time I saw Alien as a kid, but of course back then I didn't really understand why it was praised so highly. This time I did. It was a wonderful film, a classic everyone should see. I don't know what you want me to say about it. But then I watched Perfect Blue, an anime that has inspired many films, a beautiful anime, which I actually followed up by watching Black Swan, which was very heavily inspired by Perfect Blue. Both films are amazing. Black Swan is one of the few films where you really notice the acting performance of a person, because usually you don't think about it, right? You just take it for what it is, even if it's great. But this one was so noticeable. Check it out. I watched a film called Andrei Rublev, a Russian film by Andrei Tarkovsky. So I was watching it for 1.5 hours, and I thought it finished, but then I had 1.5 hours left to go, which I managed to watch. Not really a difficult or a hard watch. It just, you have to commit a lot of time to it, I guess 3 hours, but it adds to the weight of it, and it makes it just feel more epic. It's become very cold in Paris. Today at my lessons, a lady said that she's like over 70. This is important. She said she never in her entire life ate at a restaurant. I thought I ate at one yesterday. I had some nice fried chicken. But yeah, I was impressed. I wasn't thinking like, oh, you lost out on a lot. No, I was just amazed by her commitment to it, right? So yeah, I saw a film called Hoodwinked, which is an animated film. I saw it mostly because I like Patrick Warburton. I think that's his name. You know, the guy that voices Joe Swanson, the best Family Guy character. Very fun. It's one of those films that it got dubbed to a lot of languages. Mainly when I saw it as a kid, it was dubbed in Polish, which had an amazing voice acting. And it's so fun to see when they translate stuff. Most of the stuff that they translate directly, but there is so much that they just adapt to, let's say, Polish culture, and it works so well. Just like Shrek. Shrek is the best film to see in your own language, if the dubbing in your language is good, of course, which in Polish it's amazing. So I watched a North Korean film because sometimes you just gotta do something like that, which is called Comrade Kim's Goes Flying. Now this is not in relation to the rocket or anything like that. It's about a girl from that's a miner. She mines in a mine, just like her father. She wants to be an acrobat, so she has the chance to go to Pyongyang, and she tries to really hard to become an acrobat. I will not tell you if she succeeds, or maybe I should, because I don't think it's possible to watch this film, so spoiler alert. But she does succeed. Yeah, I mean, the film has very straightforward propaganda and ideology, let's call it that, which is not anything you should be unfamiliar with if you watch any films from anywhere. The only issue is that here they're not very subtle with it. They say there's a line, there's a guard at the theater where they're doing the acrobatics, or the circus you could say. There's a guard who says, "No, madam, we do not mix pleasures with duty work," something like this. Let me know yours. favorite North Korean film. I watched a film called Kes by Ken Loach. That's a film. That's a great film. It's from that era of British films where it seemed like they were all doing similar drugged style, like they were all doing the same drugs or making films, like Blow Out, I think it's called, not Blow Up, or maybe Blow Up and not Blow Out, not the Brian De Palma film, the one that inspired the Brian De Palma film. They all had this acidic thing over them where it's really weird to describe, very realistic maybe. But yeah, it's Kes, a classic. Watch it, it's wonderful. Then I saw a funny film called Wayne's World. You might heard about it, with Mike Myers. Yeah, it was very fun. I watched a terrible film called The Crying Game. It was in the local library, and yeah, what a strange film. Don't try to find it. It's just not good. It's a weird story about an Irishman who kidnap a British soldier, you know, during those type of conflicts, and they actually become friends. And they say, and the British soldier, he says, go to England and take care of my girlfriend, which the Irishman decides to do. Then he finds out that the girlfriend is actually a transgender man or transgender woman, and it's kind of, it's in the film is in this weird place where it's not really about acceptance of the person being transgender, and it ends in a place where you actually don't know if the main character is okay with it, because his first reaction was that he threw up. And yeah, it's just a very bad film that doesn't really get its message across, so I can't really even tell you what it is. But now a good film. I watched It Happened One Night. I think it was the first film to win the 5 major Oscar awards. Incredible film. I loved it. I like this type of typical Hollywood romance. I'm sorry. Reminded me of La La Land, which is maybe why I really liked it. So it's a classic. Check it out. I saw a Polish film called The Promised Land by Wajda. A great film, an epic timepiece about Poland in the 1800s, I believe. It was amazing. I loved, there were so many details in it, and it's a very long film, and you know, the fact that they managed to do that throughout the whole film, it was great. Huge recommendation if you're into Polish cinema. It's based on a great Polish novel. I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A fun film. It's very effective with its incredibly low budget of making it, because you can tell when you watch it, but it's still it has incredible sound design. It's gonna make you so uncomfortable. Of course, it's the flaws of the limitations of the budget, for example, they're very visible. But it's a great film. I think it's a great place to learn about how you can do an effective horror film with a very little budget. Saturday, I went to the cinema and I saw a film called Slide. In the whole theater, there were 3 people, which is strange because it was Saturday at 17, I think. And it was, so in our local cinema, there are 2 rooms. There is the little room, there is the big room. The little room is very uncomfortable. You cannot sit there properly, which is why I never go there. But in the big room, it's a very nice cinema room, very classical, and all the seats are on the same level even, but they're like there's spaces between, so you can always see the screen. And it was it was very unique. It was great. I can highly recommend it if you come across it. It's a very unique animation cowboy film about a stranger comes to town, he plays guitar, but he plays like that Hawaiian slide, which is why it's called Slide. Also the main character's name is Slide. And then I think I kept my favorite film for last, which is Hundreds of Beavers. Please see this film as soon as possible. It is absolutely a masterclass. It's so good, it's so funny, it's so well made. There's nothing I can say about this film that discourages me from watching it. It's an incredible film in every aspect. I'm not going to go into details. I can tell you it's about a man who conquers nature because he's forced to learn the ways. I was sitting right here, which in Polish you might say that it will make you catch a wolf. So yeah, let me know if you have any specific thoughts of any of the films I mentioned. If I were to recommend one, go watch Hundreds of Beavers. And yeah, I'm gonna get home. I already stayed out too long. I'm still kind of sick, so I should get back inside. And see you hopefully tomorrow for another film review. This is what I'm gonna focus a little more on now.